Hello and welcome to the Eastern Idaho Planning Briefing for Wednesday, November 18th. We are currently right in the middle of a winter storm warning. It continues today through tonight and into tomorrow for the Sawtooth and the Sun Valley region. We are expecting storm totals to be range from 6 to 14 inches above 6,500 feet in that location. And elsewhere in that area, light to moderate snow below 6,500 feet. And elsewhere in the central Idaho mountains, very similar, just light to moderate snow. We are looking for some rain in the Snake River Plain and eastern Magic Valley, and actually overnight tonight we're expecting actually to be fairly windy for usual overnight conditions, and that will continue again on Thursday afternoon as well. For the eastern highlands, expect low elevation rain. Snow, when it starts to stick, will range from 1/2 inch to 5 inches for areas below 7,000 feet. And for the much higher elevations, including some of the isolated passes going into Wyoming, 4 to 12 inches above that. The snow should end overnight Thursday night, and we're looking for a dry Friday through Sunday. So let's look at the impact overviews. For the warning area, we see it's in red for snow. Not a whole lot of wind in the mountains except on the very extreme ridge tops. Most of it is sheltered because it is a west to southwest wind that is pushing in, and the mountains sort of are arranged perpendicular to that, and so they tend to block it from getting down into the lower elevations. The southeast highlands and eastern highlands will also have some minimal impacts due to snow. It won't be, again, light snow is what's expected there. And between Wednesday and Thursday, it could total, like I said, as much as 5 inches for pass level locations. And you can see the rain, and then breezy night tonight, and then windy on Thursday afternoon. And then you can see high pressure moves in on Friday, continues on Saturday, Sunday, and really it's not until late Sunday night where the next threat of precipitation develops. So we'll look at the high temperatures. These are falling. They're down about 4 to 6 degrees from yesterday, although Pocatello did have a record event last night with the downslope condition winds, which tend to warm things. Between 11 p.m. and midnight that night, we reached 62 degrees, and that is a record for the date. The high temperature here on Thursday, this trough is through pretty much. You can see how much it falls. We're looking at as much as 8 to 12 degree temperature drop from Wednesday to Thursday. Temperatures continue to fall here on Friday with the northerly winds behind all this. Cold air will continue to funnel in. We'll be struggling to get to the upper 30s at the lower elevations, and even cooler on Saturday. See Pocatello struggling to get above freezing. Low temperatures are taking a similar tumble for tomorrow, or for tonight. Temperatures getting around freezing. There's still some cloud cover that does keep us above, and that's why we're looking at an all rain event for especially the Pocatello area. And then Friday morning, you see how once again it starts to crash. A lot of blue means it's all below freezing. Even colder here on Saturday morning. Pocatello in the teens, Blackfoot in the teens, Idaho Falls in the teens. All right, snowfall amounts. This morning, you can see it's going pretty much full bore in the central Idaho mountains, especially the southern half of them. Not so much in places basically north of Stanley, Mackey line. So it's all pretty much south and west of there. See it tapers off a little bit in the afternoon just because it's warming up a little bit, so a little less snow accumulation in some areas turn to all rain. And then it comes back during the evening hours as things cool down, especially areas west of Stanley and Galena Summit. And then for the late night hours after midnight, you can see it really tumbles down here. We're only looking at max accumulations of 3 inches during that 6-hour period anywhere, and for most locations on the along the highways, it's an inch or less. So by midnight tonight, it will be seriously taking a huge step down. You can see that continues into Thursday morning, just really light stuff. That continues into Thursday afternoon. And then Thursday evening, you see how much it tapers off. And then late Thursday night, so after midnight Thursday night, pretty much zero, especially for the roads. This is the storm total expected now until midnight tonight. So you can see there are some areas of 6 to 8 inches, and even more than that here at Galena Summit. It looks like it's on the order of still around a foot, based on that dark orange color. And some places are getting a heck of a lot more than that, but most of that is extreme high elevation. You can see how much less it is in Lemhi County and in the mountains, in the Lost River Basin. And again, a lot of rain down here in the southern highlands and the Snake River Plain, eastern Magic Valley. This is the total amount for Thursday, midnight to midnight. Again, the main focus is still Island Park area down to Teton Pass, getting 3 to 4 inches. And then Stanley Basin and Galena Summit still getting, a solid 3 to 4 inches at road level. Wind speeds this afternoon, not extreme, but we are looking for it to be what we would call breezy, which is 10 to 20 miles an hour. And that continues into the evening, and even after midnight, it's still going pretty well. So the wind speed, there will be really no let up. In fact, there's actually sort of an expansion into the eastern Magic Valley of these moderate winds. And, any wind above, 15 miles an hour is enough to drift snow. Thursday morning, it's back down to being just basically the Arco Desert area and the INL property. But again, it picks up in the afternoon as well. Even some stronger winds going 20 to 25 miles an hour sustained. And that is certainly enough to drift snow if there would be any. Of course, there won't be any at that elevation, more than likely, so it won't be much to blow around. It will be a wet snow, which would make it tough as well. And then here you can see it drops off Thursday evening. And then by late night Thursday, it's back to what you would normally expect. So, once again, just winter storm warning does continue through tonight and into tomorrow. Again, it's for heavy snow, rain and wind for the Snake River Plain, eastern Magic Valley, and then eastern highlands, a lot of rain, but there is some snow there at the higher elevations, including places like Teton Pass. And then we have a dry, extended weekend coming up. That's all I have. If you have any further questions, feel free to call us at this telephone number or check out the weather yourself at weather.gov/Pocatello. Thanks for watching.